day and welcome. Today we are busy with perfect competition or perfect competitive firm. In the previous video we looked at and saw that a perfect competition or perfect competitive firm are one of four market structures. And the main thing that we said that is very important for a perfect competition or perfect competitive firm is that it's a price taker. That is extremely important. So with that in mind, we're going to look at three graphs. How does it look in the short run if a perfect competitive firm is making a profit, a normal profit, or a loss? So when it comes to a normal profit, you have prices and quantities, and then very important, it is a price taker. So it takes the price in the market, and that is also your demand curve. Then you put in your marginal cost curve. And then it's also important, as we saw in the previous video, to indicate where is the profit maximizing point, because that is where you maximize profit, is where MR equals MC. And then total revenue can be determined because that is where price times quantity. So your total revenue is this red block here. So when we are making an economic profit, your cost is lower than your revenue. So that's why you draw in your AC curve below your marginal revenue and your average cost curve. That's your average cost. Then you see where this line that you drew through from marginal cost to quantity cuts your AC curve. Then your total cost can be determined. That is where P1 times quantity is your cost. So your cost is this purple block here. So if you take the red block of your total revenue and you subtract the purple block, you are left with this area here. And this is your profit area. That's your profit area. So in the next graph, we're going to look at normal profit. So a normal profit is where your price and quantity, and remember it is a price taker. You take the price that is set in the market. You put your MC curve here. You indicate where is your profit maximizing point. And then because it's a normal profit means it's zero. You are going to end up with zero. Your costs and your revenue will cancel one another out. So then you have your average cost curve on top of your marginal revenue curve. So P times Q, price times quantity, total cost, P times Q, and this will equals 0. So that's where your normal profit is. Now your economic losses is where you have price and quantity. You have a perfect competitive firm where marginal revenue equals average revenue equals your demand curve. You have your marginal cost curve. You have your profit maximizing point where total revenue equals P times Q. Let's indicate your profit area. And now we're going to, or not your profit, your revenue curve. Put in your average cost curve. Because we are making a loss, our costs are greater than our marginal revenue. Take it up until it cuts your AC curve. This is P1. So your total cost equals P1 times Q. So this area here is your costs. So you can see that your costs is greater, the blue block is greater than the red block. So if you subtract your revenue from your cost, it leaves you with this area here, which is your loss area. In the next video, we're going to look at some more graphs in the long run.